Hey, welcome to Play Ball Live, powered by Zoom. You can also catch us on MLB X and YouTube. Hi, it's Harold Reynolds here with Ken Griffey Jr. and CC Sabathia. We're in Vero Beach at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex in Vero Beach, Florida. And there's so many things going on here. We've had the preseason workouts for AUSL down here. We got the Dream Series coming here. We've had Breakout Series. We've had it all happening down here. Gentlemen, two Hall of Famers. Ken Griffey Jr., CC Sabathia, honored to have you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
You know, we're talking about play ball. We're honoring play ball. And what's play ball? It's to get kids actively involved in our sport. Bat, ball, wiffle ball, doesn't matter as long as you're doing it. So I'll start with CC since I keep looking at him and Junior's staring me down. So I'm gonna look at CC first. When you think about play ball, just that phrase, what's that mean to you when the first thing?
I just think about Little League. I think about like me being a kid and not necessarily being at a field. Like we played a game called Strikeout where you only needed, 2, maybe 3 people. And it was just a hitter and a pitcher. And, I strike you out, then I'm up, and then,
you was up all the time.
I was up all the time. I had to get my cousins, I don't know, to strike me out every now and again, just so I can get back and throw 3 pitches and I'm back up to plate. So, but I mean, I just think about like how much I played baseball as a kid and how much I loved it. So it's exciting to be here.
Yeah, Junior, it's interesting. Your trail, obviously your dad played in the big leagues and all that, but what about for you? When did you start feeling that love for baseball?
I mean, it's like every other kid. I mean, we played in the front yard, we played in the street, the manhole cover with second base, a car with, first base and third base, Miss Claxton's house was the home run. I mean, we just played as a kid. I mean, and that's the thing. Just because my dad played on the big league field, that doesn't mean that I could play on the big league field. I had to earn that right. But, as a kid, playing with the neighbors, girls and boys outside till 7 o'clock. When them lights came on, that's when we had to go in.
So I've learned a lot about you two already. CC struck out everybody in the game he invented so he could hit. And you hit balls in Miss Clarkson's house, which you'll never forget, for home runs. I get it. No, for me, it's the same thing. We played over the line. We played rundown, hot box, whatever.
Pickle.
We were always creating things.
Yep.
Yeah, pickle, all those stuff. So I think the beauty of this weekend, I hope everybody grabs from it, you don't have to have 9-on-9 to play baseball.
No.
You can create different things to keep it exciting.
Ghost runners.
Yeah,
ghost runners.
I mean, even over the line, like we would go to the park and find a field and play over the line. You had to hit the ball on this side of the field, over the line, or it's out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was so much fun just even learning how to, that's barrel control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At a young age. So the games we played, I think, set us up for our big league careers, but it was because we loved and played the game so much.
We all had that little league hero. That kid that dominated, that Kelly Leak, so to speak. Give me a name, Junior, somebody you were growing up with that was like that star little leaguer.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, so
you know who my guy was? I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
Damon Hollins. He's the first base coach for the Royals.
Is that right?
Grew up in my little league.
Yeah.
He's 6 years older than me, and he was already a big leaguer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you talk about going play pickle and all that stuff. Like I would go to his games when he was 12 and followed him all the way through high school, and to have a chance to even face him in the big leagues, and now see him being first base coach for the Royals is pretty cool.
So for me, it was a guy named Kurt Kemp who went on to be the farm director for Atlanta Braves, and we grew up together. And it wasn't that he just dominated as a little leaguer. It was we walked the furthest we ever went to a game together, and we were like, man, we just walked to Centennial Park. It was probably looking back like 10 blocks, but it was a big deal back then, So it's not just performance, but it's those little things of growing up as well, whether you learn how to ride a bike or whatever it might be, riding a bicycle. I put baseball cards in the spokes of my bike.
Absolutely.
Your card was probably worth too much for these kids to put that in the spokes.
All the cards are worth too much right now.
Oh, my goodness.
So you can't even do that.
Isn't it amazing what's happened with the card game? You were one of the first guys I remember with baseball cards where people were collecting it.
Yeah. I mean, going from my rookie year, they talk about the upper deck. I wasn't even in a Mariner uniform. I took that photo in San Bernardino, and then they photoshopped me in a Mariner uniform.
Oh, wow, that's fine. That's pretty good. I bet you people don't know that.
You can see, if you look up really close at it, you can see a little bit of the red, because we had pretty much the same S. They just photoshopped. You could look at the red. And our uniform didn't even have a little pinstripe, so they had to put that in there. And the Mariners are like a lighter blue.
Yeah.
I was in a navy blue mock turtleneck with a BMW M3 pendant.
Junior was also the first one that wear like tight sleeves. Like Under Armour sleeves and all like this stuff now.
Yeah.
He was the first, like when I was growing up, and obviously he's my favorite player, so we did everything he did.
Yeah.
But like when he started wearing the tight sleeves as opposed to like the big turtleneck sleeves, everybody was trying to figure out how they can, that's how Under Armour got big, in my opinion.
Now, you know, it's messed up when a 19-year-old joins your team and you start dressing like a 19. That's messed up, right? That's what happens.
Well, the whole baseball world was dressing
I was
like
the fashion guy of the team because Harold was bad, just to let y'all know.
Hey, man, I had on, you think they have spandex now? That was my baseball. It was tight.
Well, yeah, but that was the uniform, you know.
That's back now.
Yeah, the tight pants.
Yeah, they're back.
Well, yeah, I mean, ooh.
Yeah, I couldn't have played in that era.
So
my pants look like this.
Yeah.
Tell our viewers about the backwards cap. How did you come up with that and why?
Very simple. My dad had a fro, and I had a little small peanut head at 6 years old, 5 years old, and just like any other kid, I wanted to wear my dad's hat. So with him having a fro at a 7.5 and me like a 5 3/8, you know, I just every time I put it on, it hit me in the face. So I turned it around because I just wanted to be, you know, I wanted to wear something of my dad's. You know, some guys, you know, some kids wear their dad's shoes when he comes in from the office, carry the briefcase around. I just happened to pick out a hat and it stuck. And that's the funny thing is I didn't do it for a fashion statement. I actually did it because I wanted to be like my dad.
But did you do it like all the way through Little League and stuff in high school? Or you just wore it like when you were with your dad at the big league stage?
No, like that now.
All the time. I know that now. But I'm just saying.
The funny thing is I played games with it backwards. I was at second base, shirt untucked, hat backwards. My mom looking at me like this.
So it's always been a thing.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
What's funny is it doesn't look right when I wear it forward. It just doesn't. I mean, you get used to it, but for me, like when I put on a hat, the first thing I do is turn it around. If it don't look good, me wearing it backwards, I won't get it. Like there's some big league hats that I put on, I'm like, nah, that ain't. No, the one of the marks is up here. I'm like, nah, I need it straight in the back. You know, but here's the funny thing is, you know, as you get older, the hat get lower.
Yes, it do.
You know, when you first start, you know, I got a picture of Harold where, you know, he had a little curl right here in the front, and the hat stuck above the curl. You can see the curl right here, and you know it. You know, you look at Murphy.
Now I'm bald. I pull that back all the way down. I want to let the fro go, man.
Got my ears tucked in my hat now.
It's the same size hat. He just ain't got no hair to go with it.
The funny thing is, like, you remember Oscar Gamble?
Oh, yeah.
Oscar Gamble had the big fro, so that's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure I had the big puff on the side, you know. So major leaguers influence fashion, how you play, how you're thinking, how you carry yourself, and it really does affect your game. And I think it's one of the cool impacts that you have. So we're going to dive into more of this fashion, stuff like that, fundamentals. We're going to talk about both these guys' rise to the big leagues and how they got there. They both signed out of high school. I signed out of a JC at 19. You know, just the difference there. So all those different things. But we're going to bring a guy in right now who signed out of high school himself, whose dad was a major leaguer. I'm bringing Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby, can you hear us? Well, he's supposed to be there. All right, Bobby Jr., can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me, Gay?
Yeah, what's going on, Bobby?
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. I got CC Sabathia, Ken Griffey Jr., and, you know, it's play ball weekend, so you're our play ball ambassador. We see you every weekend on play ball. Let me ask you about why you decided to do that and lend your services to play ball.
Yeah, it was kind of like a mutual agreement between me and them, and so it was just kind of got the opportunity and then was able to be kind of the first guy to do it, and so it was an easy yes, and so it's been a lot of fun, and it's an honor to be able to do that and kind of give back.
So, Cece, go ahead. You want to fire a question at Bobby?
Yeah, so we were talking earlier, I don't have a question, but we were talking earlier about who my favorite player was growing up as a kid, and I said Damon Hollins, and he's your first base coach over there in Kansas City. Can you talk about some of the impact that he's had on you and helping you out in the big leagues?
Yeah, he's been amazing, just working a lot of base stealing stuff. I feel like each and every year we're getting better and better and just learning things and just new ways to steal bases, new tendencies, and just getting confident and comfortable out there. And so putting a lot of work in spring training, even in the off seasons, and just we kind of go what works, what doesn't work, and then go from there. So yeah, he's been great. Had him every year so far in the big leagues, and he's been awesome.
So,
Junior, go ahead.
I just want to ask, when did Pop stop striking you out? Because my dad at 14 was like, I ain't doing this no more. He was like, I'm giving it up. I've thrown everything but the kitchen sink, and you've hit everything.
Yeah, he definitely, whenever I was growing up, like I'd hit a couple hard, hit one right back at him, and I'd get one up and in or even behind me just to kind of mess with me. And he would always, I hit a couple few, and then he'd throw in that slider. And so but as I got older, the L screen got closer and closer. And so, but yeah, I know his arm is still hanging. So, but yeah, we still play catch every once in a while in the off season. Not as much as BP, but every once in a while he'll get in there if I need a guy to throw to me.
and I wanted to ask about the WBC. Having a chance to have, play in the WBC with all those talented guys and, see how guys work. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I know we fell short of what our goal was, but just being around those guys and how special that group was, and just not only like the way we went out and played the game and how we prepared, but just the clubhouse conversations, the hanging out outside of the game. And so it was a special group and kind of made relationships that will last, I feel like, a lifetime. And so playing against those guys now, it's always fun to see them across the way. But yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. And like I said, it stinks we didn't win it, but yeah, it was great.
Hey, Bobby, we were talking earlier about how major leaguers impact your fashion and what you're wearing and how you look and all those different things. And I know watching you, I look at you and I see the eye black, everything else. I'm like, if I was a kid playing wiffle ball in the backyard, that's what I want to look like. I want to look like him, got the hair slick, got the eye black. Where'd the look come from? Who influenced that?
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I haven't played a game without eye black on. And so I've started that ever since I was 10, 12 years old. And so, but that was always something that I always did. And then just with my hair is kind of something in high school. I know my dad kind of had a mullet when he was playing. And so I just kind of started doing it. And I like to have the hair in the back. I don't like the hair around the ears. And so I just kind of, they call it like business in the front, party in the back. And so I like it.
So, Bobby, you didn't get a chance to play with your dad like Ken did, and I played with Ken when he got a chance to play on the same team as his dad, and he kind of bossed his dad around a little bit. He'd take a little fun out of that. Did you get to take a couple shots at him now that you're having an all-star type of career?
Yeah, I was always.
Don't answer that.
I never really.
Ken said, don't answer that.
I never really said anything growing up. He's got 16 years in the big leagues. I only got a couple, and so I got a long way for that. And so he's got me there. And I was just really excited after I hit my second home run in the big leagues because he had one, and so he was always like, I got one more home run than you. And then I got him in the draft too, which was cool. But yeah, I got to keep staying healthy, keep playing, and to catch him 16 years.
All right, Ken's got a question. Then I'm going to ask you a fundamental question in a second. Go ahead, Jim.
No, what stood out about the WBC is how you carried yourself. It was a lot of fun to watch. You had a lot of fun with the guys, but when you went on the field, it was like you had a switch that changed. And I really appreciate that because, me personally, I laugh and joke, but when I'm on the field, it's all business, and you remind me of me at that age.
Thank you. That means a lot. But yeah, definitely. Whenever I'm off the field, outside, I'm kind of goofy, whatever. I'm Bobby, and then I get on the field. That's when I kind of become myself. And Junior is what I kind of say at times. And so, but yeah, just trying to. Whenever I'm on the field, I'm locked in and ready to go every pitch.
Hey, so, we're talking about play ball, and we got a lot of kids watching that want to know some fundamentals and how to work on things. We're going to dive into some demos later and do some different things, but I want to ask you, playing shortstop. We've watched you grow, continue to develop. What is your routine? And what I mean by that is, do you start with infield in, then you move back double play depth? Do you go deep at short. Kind of give some viewers a clue on how you go through your fielding fundamental routines.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the day, too. Sometimes if I'm not really taking ground balls on the field, then I'll do my side work, whether it's with these squishy little orange balls, just getting my hands going, and then go to like a machine kind of shooting balls at you, just kind of really get the hands going. And then from there, like I'll do infield in. We'll do some plays at the plate, and then we'll back it up and do throws at first, couple of double plays, and then we'll end with like a live fungo just to get those kind of game-like reps, try to get hard balls hit off the bat. And so I try to keep it as simple as possible, but also get the work I need to do to get ready for the game, and make sure that I'm ready when the game starts.
So I keep deferring about talking about Junior because I played with him when he first broke in the big leagues. And the one thing, everybody called him the natural, the kid, but he hit every day extra. Like at 1 o'clock, he'd get his work in, and then we'd have regular BP later, and it'd be like, oh, that kid's not. He hit every day extra, and he was sneaky about it. That's why he became so great. How much do you hit? What is your hit routines?
Yeah, hitting, like I said, it also depends on the day, how you're feeling, but I have my routine pretty much down just with, I start with side flips, side toss, and then go to the front flips, and then do some type of arm, and then I'll go into some type of velo machine. Just try to get ready for the night because everyone's throwing hard nowadays. And so, but yeah, really it's just trying to keep it simple as possible. And then when I need more, I know when I need more. And when I need less, I know when I need less.
CeCe, how do you pitch to Bobby Witt? What would you have done to Bobby Witt Jr.?
Man, it would have been tough for me because he handles the slider pretty good. He obviously can handle velocity. But I probably would try to throw in some two-seamers and keep him off the bases, man. That was the toughest thing for me with guys with speed, just trying to keep them off the bases.
How much does a speed weapon help you, Bobby?
Yeah, I think it's always good to have in the back pocket. You know, just like I feel like I get every once in a while, a couple infield base hits here and there, and then the bunt's always in the back pocket, even though I haven't really done it very much, but it's always there. So pitchers out there, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's always great to get on base, trying to get in scoring position, just trying to get that extra 90 any way I can, and so yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap you up with this. I'm gonna have Junior give you some advice because I think he's probably the only one sitting here that could advise you like this when you're in the big leagues as young as you guys are. How did you adjust year to year when you became the top player in the league like Bobby did at such a young age?
Well, for me, there's no off season. I know that's probably in your case. There's no off season. You may think about, you know, taking a week off and then get back into it. And when I talk about get back into it, it doesn't mean that I'm going out there and running sprints. It's basically, all right, what do I need to work on throughout what I messed up during the course of the year that I want to improve on? And, you know, by the time I get to spring training, I've already figured out and done all my work. So spring training was just, you know, a formality. It wasn't even, you know, one of those things I had to work on. I had already done that. And I know the way the guys work out now that they're doing all the things that I did. I thought that, you know, when I signed my contract, baseball was 365 days. And that's how I go about my business. Do you do the same thing?
100%. That's how you get good. That's how I feel like you get better each and every year. You learn from you build off the good, learn from the bad, and then go from there. But there's always improvement.
It's awesome. Bobby, thank you for the time, man. Good luck tonight. I know you're in the lineup. I know you guys are rolling. You're getting it turned around out there in KC. Thank you for the time, man. Great advice, great stuff. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Bob.
It's time for Bobby versus Ballgame. Each week, Bobby and Coach Ballgame will compete alongside your favorite MLB stars. This week, it's What's That Stance? Can you name this player from just their batting stance?
At Angel Stadium, I think this is...
Whoa. Who's this?
Oh, no.
Hands away from the body, slight open stance.
Dude, I don't know. Man, that guy's... Oh, it's Will Smith?
Yep, very good. Nice.
Will Smith.
Yep.
Will Smith.
Yep.
Will Smith?
Yep, nice.
Oh, that's Will Smith.
Yeah.
Hands out, flat bat, or tall bat.
I think it's Julio Rodriguez. No, it's not. It's not Will Smith. It's Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yep, the hands.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yep.
Will Smith.
He's a vet.
Rojas?
Not Rojas.
Nah, I'm not.
Catcher.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yep.
Will Smith.
Everyone gets Will too.
Dodgers. Will Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just Smith.
Will
The
Smith.
catcher. Will Smith.
Yep.
Will.
Will, yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. I didn't know his names were out there either.
I didn't know that.
Sorry, ball game, but Bobby Witt Jr. got you this week. Let's take a look at the score for this season. Thanks for playing, and be ready for another one next week.
All right, welcome back. Man, this has been fun. Ken Griffey Jr., CC Sabathia, and we are joined by Keenan Bastion. Did I say your name right, Keenan?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
I've been practicing it all day, man.
We have
You had me
been.
nervous. You had me nervous. Hey, he's from Orlando, Florida, and you know we got the Breakthrough Series here in town starting tomorrow. So Keenan, you're part of the Breakthrough Series and getting a chance to come in. What the Breakthrough Series is, we're bringing a number of kids from across the country, mainly African-American kids, get a chance to get together, play the game, and give them opportunities to open the door a little bit more. And Cece, it's been a great program, right?
Yeah, it's been a great program, and I have my oldest son, Carson, went through it. He just finished his senior year at Houston. He went through this program. My youngest son, Carter, will be here tonight. But I wanted to ask you, like, I grew up in Vallejo, California, and I basically played in a little league in a Babe Ruth that was predominantly all black. So having a chance to come here to the Breakthrough Series, like, what does this mean to you to be able to have a chance to see baseball players at a high level that kind of look like you?
It means everything. Just being around people who look like you and can relate to you, and you know you could talk to them, and just, you know, it's just amazing having just looking around. Because when I go back home, it's not many people that look like me. So it's nice being around guys who are just like me, and it's a lot of fun.
I mean, especially because the game is hard. So to be able to have conversations and we all listen to the same music, we all like the same things, it makes it a little better, right?
100%.
Yeah, I think the life experience, clearly, that's the thing. And it's funny, I was talking with Jerry Manuel about this earlier. It's the impact when you leave. You know, that man, I got a chance to meet this guy, and I stayed in touch with him, and you can call him during the season or text and say, how's it going, man? I'm going to lift you up, encourage you. Those type of things are so important, too. What's it like meeting Ken Griffey Jr. and CC Sabathia?
I mean, it's kind of crazy and really surreal. I mean, I walk in and I see some Hall of Famers. It's great to meet you guys.
I appreciate it.
So if you had a question for Griffey, I know I used to wear him out every day. Like, hey, man, how you striding again? Why are you holding your hands? So we're going to talk hitting here in a little bit. We're going to walk down to home plate and dig into it. What would a hitting question be for Ken Griffey Jr. from you if you had a question?
How do you get back to being you when you're struggling?
Get back to being me when I'm struggling. Well, I've never thought that I struggled. I just didn't get a hit. I think the mindset when you go to the plate is, I'm going to get a hit. You know, if you go 50-50, get a hit, get an out, which is basically 50-50, I don't even think about not getting an out. I mean, making an out. I'm always thinking that I get a hit. And if you continue to think that you're the best player and you're going to get a hit, your body will start believing that. You start talking to yourself negatively, it's going to affect you negatively at the plate, or in CC's case on the mound, or on your base running. But always think positive, you know, whether you're at home plate, on the base path, on the field. It's, I want to go out there and do what I can to help this team win, and don't think about making a mistake. Mistakes are going to happen. I've thrown balls over here, I've spiked balls, you know, I've swung and missed at bad pitches. But I've always said, believe in yourself, because there's nobody else who's going to believe in you more than you. So when you go up there, it's always, I'm the best player and I want to be here. There is nobody else that I want to take my place. You want to go out there and do as much damage as you can, and early.
Yes, sir.
And I think I feel like sometimes too when you struggle, whether it's on the mound or at the plate, you think about mechanics or you think about what I'm doing wrong. You got to throw that out the window. Like it's all like he said. It's like self-talk, being positive, and knowing that the work that you're doing in the cage or the stuff that you're doing, when it's not game time, is going to translate. You can't worry about that when you're in the box or on the mound competing. Like you got to try to compete and win. So it's being able to separate your work from games and being able to make sure that your work is always the same, because results in the game are always going to be different. It's always going to vary. Baseball is very hard to play. So just make sure that you're doing the right things every single day working, and then this will be fine if you're doing that. Like the stats and everything will take care of itself.
Yeah, I echo. That's what I was going to say. CC jumped in there with a lot of wisdom on me right there. Nice job. No, but that's a fact. That just comes from us playing a long time. You want to get your work done in the cage, work on the things you need to work on, the fundamentals, all that. But when you get to the plate, it's see the ball and hit it. Pick out a good pitch and hit it. You can't worry about, did I get my hands in the right place, my feet? It's time for that ball, because you got guys like him coming right at you with it. And the other lesson I would say is, and Junior touched on it, you may throw a ball away, whatever. You cannot take your defense to offense. Or vice versa, your offense, I'm struggling, take it out to defense. Next thing you know, the ball will find you. That happens. So let's talk positives about you, because, man, you're putting up some numbers. You can hit.
Yes, sir.
So take us through why you think you became such a good hitter.
I think I became such a good hitter because I just started hammering the fastball. I just didn't miss my pitches, and I grew into my body, got stronger.
Back up. You started hammering the fastball. I think our sound was a little bit loud, so it covered you.
I started hammering the fastball, so just didn't miss my pitch, and that's what you got to continue to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, I know we're in this generation now where in the big leagues they're throwing a lot of breaking pitches. But a break pitch is hard to throw for a strike. A fastball is designed to be in the zone. You can't miss the heater. That would be my advice. I don't know, Junior, you're the Hall of
my dad
Famer.
said the best curveball hitter never missed a fastball. That was his line. Never missed the fastball.
You know the thing I love, too, about Ohtani and CC was at the end of the generation where the pitchers hit, and then it became all DHs. I really believe that being a hitter helps you become a better pitcher. And CC was a good hitter. And I think that affects what you're thinking at the plate, because I think the pitchers today don't realize how hard it is to hit.
Absolutely.
They don't take BP. They're not at the plate. And so I can't throw him this pitch, and they find themselves in a hole. CC, you want to touch on that a little bit?
No, yeah. I mean, I always have my best games or best stretches of pitching during the season after interleague, because I get a chance to go up to the plate, and I'm like, man, it's hard to do this. So when I'm on the mound, I'm like, I remember that. So you throw the ball over the plate and just kind of pitch to contact. And like you said, if guys are late missing fastballs, then that's setting me up to be able to throw sliders and get you out. So, yes, I absolutely think that pitchers don't understand how hard it is to hit and how hard it is to get in the box, and you don't know what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
hey, let's go examine his swing. You want to look at his swing?
Before we go there, we talk about me throwing the CC's first home run in the game.
we got to find the clip.
What happened?
My first homer I hit in Cincinnati. I mean, rocket dead center field. And he throws the ball back in the stands.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he did.
First of all,
It bounced back, and you threw it away.
I said with a swing like that, he got to have. They said that's CC's first. So I was like, not with that swing. Not with that swing. That no way in the world that's his first home run.
You threw it away.
Man,
threw it back.
Hold on. It cost me a bat, a jersey.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah, I got it back for
He
him.
got it back for me.
But, I was like, hey, that's CC's first. Can I get that ball back? Dude was like, yeah, I got you. But
You gave the fan a jersey, a bat.
We got to find that clip. Yeah.
We got to find that. That's beautiful. All right, you guys ready? Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go to the plate here and see what you got, young man. So first off, who's first started teaching you how to hit?
My dad, my brothers. So,
Okay, tell us a little bit about them while we walk to the plate.
growing up, I have two older brothers. They're playing baseball, and I think what grew my love for the game is watching them play and learning the game, and just learning from them and people who were older than me.
Well, the first thing, you got the walk.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you
You know,
do.
he got the walk. He got the walk. You look like Chili Davis with that walk.
Strolling to the plate.
You pick your weapon, man. We're going to flip a few balls to you, but I want to see you get in your stance and take us through it real quick.
So right now, I'll let you be in the back of the plate. I'm on the plate because I like the ball in, so I'm gonna dare you to throw me in, and I'm not gonna.
You like the ball in? Can you keep it fair down there?
Yes, sir. So I'm right here, a little bit open, got a little swag on me, a little wiggle, and I'm gonna get my load, land 50-50, and are you gonna toss me one?
I'll throw it for you. You guys better watch out.
Yeah, you better watch out.
You didn't even get loose, man. But I'm gonna make sure.
Hey,
All right, ready?
you know, the young kids.
Oh, shucks. He might kill me.
Nah, that's
Get
just,
that bat there for you. There you go. I'm going to throw another one there so you don't pull one at me. Uh-huh. All right, let me go straight on for a couple. What do you think, CC? What do you think?
Who's your favorite player?
Ronald Acuna.
I can see it.
Oh, you can see it, huh?
You can see the way he's like set up. He's open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming landing 50-50. You can see the swag in there.
Oh, he's got a little Ronald Acuna going. All right, here we go. You guys are used to trying to keep that ball up the middle, and I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit.
And you're throwing gas, too,
Yeah,
right now.
well, but if he's trying to stay inside out, that ball right off my eye. So I ain't doing that.
it ain't gonna hurt. Look at
It's a
that.
wiffle ball.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Last one. Oh, yeah. All right, Junior, what you think, man?
It's fine. I mean, if he's gonna hammer the fastball, he's gonna be all right. You know, you're just gonna have to, you know, earlier, you know, they're gonna start playing you right here. As a pitcher, that's where he gonna throw one in, you gonna hammer a ball down there. He gonna stay out here.
Well, I'm going to throw one in and see if he can keep it fair.
Yeah.
And if he can't keep it fair, I'm going to throw it in there again.
But if he keep it
Then
fair,
I got 2 strikes.
yeah. But if he keep it fair,
Then we got a different game plan. But I got to check. I got to test.
But that's
He's a
every-
fastball hitter. My best pitch is a fastball. We're going to see who better today.
Yeah.
That's just my mentality on the mound.
Yeah. So what's the hardest guys are throwing to you that you faced? You get a radar gun on that?
Velo-wise?
Yeah, velo.
I think it's 100, 101.
At your age?
What's a comfortable velo for you to hit? Like I was hearing Julio Rodriguez the other day talk about a perfect fastball for him is 96 down the middle, which is crazy velocity to me. Like to think that these guys want to hit 96. Like what would have been for you, 90?
nah, see, you could throw it 88 down the middle. I'm gonna look at it, and the only reason why I'm gonna look at it because I don't see very many though. you throw it right here.
Hey,
I gotta figure out like if you throw it inside, I know I gotta pull it.
Yeah.
You throw it away, I know. You throw it right down the middle, I gotta think about
Where I got to swing.
so I'm gonna trip you out with this, okay? The Washington Nationals, they started hitting the ball like scoring like gangbusters. Their game plan is to make the pitcher miss in the middle. And they lead the majors in hitting balls up the middle. They're looking for the ball in the middle. I had never heard that before, but the philosophy today, a lot of teams are saying throw it in the middle because your ball's gonna move.
Yeah.
But if they miss, it's right here.
But that's how Derek hit. He looking for fastballs right down the middle, and he would just adjust to everything else. So
That's
he's just
what I do.
looking for balls up.
I look at it, if I'm in the box, I look at it from right here. I want to aim right there. That is the only thing I'm looking at. So when I do this, I draw a line. If you see I go back, I go right down the middle. And what happens is I can cover both sides of the plate, but I'm looking for a ball that's literally sitting right there. If it comes in, I know I can pull it. If it goes away, I know I can hit it away. But I'm looking for a ball right down the middle. I don't even think about you're going to pitch me in, you're going to pitch me away. I'm going to look for the ball right down the middle every pitch and then go from there.
Amazing. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Nope.
What do you do though? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm looking for a ball over the middle of the plate. They go away. I'm gonna see what I can do, but early in the count, I'm looking middle in, and when it gets late in the count, I'm just trying to battle, put a ball in play.
But if they throw a fastball away, you think you got juice enough to go to right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So then, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How old are you?
17.
17? Man, that's advanced thinking, 17 years old. Any last question for Ken Griffey Jr. you might want? Ken, you stood way back in the box like he did. I
Yeah.
never stood that far back. I stood up here more.
Well, because you bunted. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you wanted to get,
If I dropped a bunt, I wanted it fair.
yeah, but you also wanted to have that extra. See, I got to sit here. That's a long way to start running here. For you, standing right here across the plate, you bunt, you're already here. I'm back here. My first step is here. So you basically got almost a half a step before I even start running.
I think now guys are also doing a lot harder, so just being in the back of the box.
Just gives you more time.
Yes, sir.
I use a light bat. So I use
a light bat?
I use a pretty balanced bat.
I'm
What
30,
do you swing?
33.
33 what?
30.
30.
30?
Yeah, so I'm 34, 31.
Yeah. They used to grab his bat and act like it was a toothpick, right? And so what'd you tell him, Junior?
I did this. They said, what's that? I said, y'all in my rearview mirror. A long time ago.
All right, you have fun?
Yes, sir. Thanks
Yeah,
for having
man.
me.
Good stuff. All right, appreciate you. All right.
I'll see you up
luck
there in
this
O-Town.
Oh, man, this has been good. We got a lot more stuff coming. Check this feature out.
Wow, Coach Ballgame here, South Dakota. Beautiful. Home of one of the most historic sites in the world, Mount Rushmore. We're going to play ball, 150 kids, break them up into stations and have a lot of joy, and then we're going to take them on a surprise field trip. Let's play ball.
There you go. Hi, guys. How you guys doing? Have fun.
Thank you very much. Atta girl, Derby. Next up, we're going to be headed to one of the most historic sites. I thought we were coming to you guys.
Today, we head to New York City, and we're talking here. Talking about the New York Mets and their slugger Juan Soto. Where do we start? The hits, the swag, the dingers, the drip, the ribbies, the ibbies, the...
Tug, focus.
Sorry, I'm just excited. Juan Soto is one of the greatest players in the league.
Then why don't you take a page out of his book and practice a little patience?
Good idea, Scout. That reminds me, it's time for our Superstar Snapshot. For all of his amazing baseball skills, Soto shows off his best moves at the plate. Watch closely. I'm talking about the Soto Shuffle. It's Juan's unique shimmy that helps him stay patient at bat. See it? And boom, there. You know, I invented a few dance moves of my own too.
Doug, what did we say about focusing?
Right. When you see the Soto Shuffle, you know Juan's concentrating and waiting for his pitch, which pays off when timing a big swing.
Wait for it.
But Soto knows sometimes great batting isn't about swinging at all. Scout, will you show us?
I'm Scout, and this is my sketchbook. This is the strike zone. It's an invisible box over the plate that decides whether a pitch is good, a strike,
Right.
or bad, a ball.
Ball.
3 strikes and you're out. Of course.
Ow.
But 4 balls is a walk. That means you get to go to first base automatically.
You're saying a walk can be as good as a hit?
Exactly. Waiting can pay off. And sometimes the best decision is to do nothing at all.
Kind of like how I wait to do my chores, right? Oh, I always say, an unmade bed is way easier to climb into.
Yeah, sort of like that.
It's time for...
Fun, fast.
The Mets play at Citi Field in a place where things get pretty wild. Even the food is wild. Order up a huge hot pastrami on rye. Then you can enjoy the New York Mets and the New York meats. That's how they do it in New York, New York. So nice they named it twice. The concrete jungle, the city that never sleeps, the place Old York wishes it was.
You're doing it again.
Right, tough to focus around here, but there is one nickname I'm forgetting.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh yeah, the Big Apple. I guess when you're patient and focused, you can see the Big Apple like never before. That's Soto and the Mets in a New York minute. Hope you don't forget about it. Until next time, Doug out and cut.
Got it.
Hey, welcome back to Play Ball Live, powered by Zoom. I tell you what, this has been a lot of fun. I'm Harold Reynolds. This is Ken Griffey Jr., CC Sabathia, 2 Hall of Famers, and Alex Smith. What's up, Alex?
What's up, how you
You're not in the Hall of Fame yet.
No, sir, not yet.
But you sitting next to a couple of them.
Yes,
How's that
sir.
feeling?
Feels good, man. It's a surreal moment, you know, watching these guys on TV, and now I'm right here. I'm right here with them.
Well, Alex is a middle infielder, switch hitter from Miami, Florida.
Yes, sir.
And he's part of the Breakthrough Series as well. What do you want to get out of the Breakthrough Series when you come here this week?
Every time I come, you know, the summer ball circuit hits, you're just trying to develop as much as possible. You know, they call it MLB develops for a reason. You know, learn from the MLB guys, trying to develop as best of my ability, and just taking in all the information I can, you know, and then applying it when I get back home.
You got a lot of great instructors. So who stands out? Who you've been
Don't
got
do that
to
to
know?
me. Don't do that to me.
You got to know. I won't say who stands out, but you've been here a couple times. You remember any names of guys?
I'm gonna say the two that I feel like have had the most impact on me as them being infield guys was Howie Kendrick and Luke Collier.
Yeah.
Those are two guys.
They're both here.
Yeah,
They're here
are.
again. I saw them earlier.
Those are the two guys that I feel like have helped me the most. You know, just them being infielders.
What did they say? The biggest impact?
Yeah, everything. I mean, from taking the game serious every time you step on the field. You know, the mechanics to it. You know, just simplifying it. You know, making it easy as possible because the game is fast and the game speeds up as you get older. But just simplifying everything. You know, just sticking to the routine, sticking to the mechanics, and everything's gonna.
Well, I know you didn't drive down from Miami to talk to me. So I got CC and Griffey Jr. next to you. So I'll let CC start off.
No, I was gonna say I've seen your favorite current player is Xavier Edwards.
Yes,
what do you like about his game? And I love that kid on and off the field. Like, what do you love about him? And you can take away from him.
X is great. You know, he went to my high school, and I worked out with him a few times during COVID, and just trying everything from him. You know, he's a great guy on and off the field. You know, the way he plays the game, the way he's about his business, just takes it serious, and I just like that. Man,
have you been to his winter camp?
I have. I go every year. I've been going for the past, you know, I think 3 or 4 years. I go, and so it's always a great experience. You know, seeing kids from all over. You know, there's people that fly out to come to these things, and just seeing them all over, just taking information, just like me.
I think that's the coolest thing about this generation of players, whether it's X or Dom Smith or whatever. They have these organizations, and they're super connected to the players in the amateur world, and they're throwing camps, and they're, you know, having a chance to have a big influence on this next generation, which is really, really cool.
That is really cool. I tell you, to be able to use your platform properly, I know that makes you proud, and you too. Junior, you got a question for young Alex Smith over there?
Well, he's a middle infielder, so I'm going to leave all the questions that you have for him, because I don't know anything about the infield other than I try to hit through it.
Yes, sir.
Well, he can hit, though. So, switch hitter,
yes, sir.
Natural right-hander, most switch hitters are. I know I was. When did you start switch hitting? What age?
Well, thing about it is I'm a natural right-hander, but I hit lefty. I hit lefty way better than I do righty. You know, my dad, when I was a kid, said that there's a lot more money to be made on that left side. You know, lefties having a sweet stroke. But
I like pops already.
Yeah. But I mean, I've always been able to hit righty. You know, I dibble and dabble it throughout the year. But you know, before I graduate, I really want to master on the right side. You know, just become more comfortable.
Well, you probably see a lot more right-handed pitches.
That's the thing. That's why I feel like it hasn't got to where I want it yet, because I'm not facing lefties as often. You know, I can go a couple weeks without facing a lefty, and it's just like, dang. But
I feel like in high school, it's like a lot of righties, but in summer ball, it's like you face a lot of lefties, right?
A amount of lefties, yes, sir, from all around the country, yes, sir.
Well, before we're going to go down here and look at your right-handed swing here in a minute, but I'm not going to let Griffey get away with I'm not an infielder. Go ahead. What you got to say to the young man?
No,
Ken?
man, I just think, you know, after my first year, I was sitting there, and Pops came in, and they were like, well, you know, I want to switch hit. And I grew up, well, my dad's lefty, so it was lefty on lefty, so it looked normal for me to face a lefty. It looked funny for me to face a right-handed pitcher.
Really?
Because,
Wow.
yeah, for years. And he was like, all right, we're going to teach you how to hit right-handed. That didn't work out. I'm going to stay on the left side. So I know how hard it is. And I started, I mean, you're 17, 18?
18, yes, sir.
18. I started to do it at like 19 and 20. So I was like, nah, this ain't going to work for me. But, you know, I think the one thing Harold did well is he never took the other side for granted. You know, he worked on his right-handed swing, worked on his left-hand swing. Even though it might have been a righty or lefty throwing BP, he still took cuts from both sides of the plate. and tried to stay as sharp as he could because, you know, in the middle.
They obeyed the Pinson drilled me on the left side. I said, forget that. I ain't left on left, never.
We talk about BP.
I know. It's funny. But no, you have to definitely work both sides.
Yes, sir.
And so let's get up. You guys want to take a stroll?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, let's go see this. This complex is amazing.
It is.
So tell me while we're walking down here, what do you guys do when you come in here during the breakthrough?
First we stretch, you know. We take our stretching pretty serious, and then we go in there. We'll split up, you know, outfield will go to the outfield, infield will go to the infield, and then we just do it like that. And then hitting will be the same thing. While the infield's hitting, the outfield will be getting the outfield work in and vice versa.
CC, what would you have done if you had this opportunity?
I mean, it would have been incredible to have a chance to just see all of the, you know, great players around the country, all the guys that look like me that play the game that are good. But I feel like, is it a lot of pressure? Like,
Not really, to be honest with you.
but just like in this age with like you being able to see everybody's Instagram or who's signing where or doing like, is it hard to stay in your lane, or is it like sometimes you can get like, you know, oh, this guy's signing here or this guy's playing on this team? Does it make it a little more pressurous?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, you got to be focused on your goal. You know, everybody's goal is different. Everybody's path to success is different. You know, road to success is different. So I think if you just stay in your lane, you know, stay focused on what you got to do, handle your business, you'll be all right.
That's a great answer. All the kids listening to that's exactly what
Also,
you need to do.
Also, with Instagram and everything else, he gets to measure his ability to everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
sure.
when you see a guy that you like, I know I'm way better than him, and he going there, I'm going to this school now. I'm going to this. You know, and that's how I looked at it, because you know, a couple guys got drafted before me, and I knew I was better than them. And I said, if they get in here,
I'm gonna be the first one.
I did say that. I did.
We know you said that for sure.
I
No,
did.
but to CeCe's point, you know, I see it every day. It's easy to get caught up in the stuff. Well, look at this guy's Instagram. He's going to this camp. He's doing this, and look at this school reached out. And you get caught up in what somebody else is doing instead of taking care of your business.
Yes, sir. You got to take care of your business.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think that's very mature of you.
Super mature.
But that just, like that fueled me. I mean, there's been plenty of times when you come in the locker room and I'm sitting there looking at the guys, because back then they had a piece of paper of who was leading and what, and I'd go, I'm here? Oh, I need to be up here.
He's different. All right? Real quick, you grab a bat. While you're grabbing the bat, I'll tell a quick Griffey story. So we had a hitting coach named Gene Clines.
Okay.
All right. So Barry Bonds is playing in Pittsburgh, and Ken's playing in Seattle. They play 3 hours ahead of us. And anytime Junior was like maybe a little scuffle here or there, Gene would walk in with his Barry Bonds T-shirt. I don't know what you're gonna do, but my guy just hit 2 homers today. And Junior would be like, oh, okay. It would be like that. Yeah, so it was fun. He used to do that.
And
all right,
I
hop
used to
on that
tear
right
that ball
side,
up.
man.
Yes, sir.
Hop on that right side. So you better watch out. These are real baseballs.
Well, hold on, man. You can't get.
I got a couple wiffle balls.
Here, some right here.
I don't want to get our cameraman. All right, so talk to me about your swing first. Let's take a couple dry swings and let's see
All
what
right,
you're talking
so
about.
on righty, I try to simplify it a little bit more because, you know, I'm still working to where I wanted to be.
Okay, so real quick, let's flip to left real
Yes,
quick.
sir.
I want to
All
see
right,
what you
let's
do
go
left, and then we'll figure it out right.
All right, so lefty, I get in the box. I measure outside, inside, make sure I cover the whole plate. Get in there. First thing you do, look at the pitcher. You know, got to size them up or whatnot. Then I just sit on my legs. Just relax as possible, just breathing. Sit on my legs, have a little rhythm, a little flow. I'm getting into it, and then I'm going from there.
Okay, now do the same thing. Let me see what you got right-handed.
All right. Righty, same thing goes. Make sure I can reach the outside the plate, inside the plate, get there. I'm just in my legs a little bit more. A little flow still, but it's in my legs a little bit more. Just picking up and putting it down and going.
All right, you know what I like so far? You got to remember, it's 2 different sides.
It is.
I've seen probably 3 switch hitters ever. Eddie Murray, Pete Rose, and I can't think of even the third one that were identical on both sides of the plate.
Yep.
Other than that, there's 2 different personalities.
That's how it was when I first got here. You know, I started working on switch, but I ended up talking to Reggie Smith, and he told me 2 different guys. You're 2 different guys in the box. You know, lefty's lefty, righty's righty.
Yeah, I'm jealous. You work with Reggie Smith?
Yes, sir.
All right. No, that's
He got
good.
it early.
Yes, sir.
I think that's the other thing, is these kids are getting information at an earlier age than, you know, everybody else.
Yeah.
But from the source, though.
Right,
Like
but
real
like for
information.
me, growing up in my house, I got it at 14. So I knew what it took to be a big leaguer at 14. these kids are now getting it at 14, 15, and 16.
Yeah.
What it takes to get there. Because they are also dealing with the guys that played. So when they come in, they know what it takes. These guys spend 10, 12, 15 years in the big leagues. They know what they have to do.
Everybody's stealing your advantage.
Yeah, they're
You're sitting around talking to Willie Mays. Now they're talking to guys here. I'm home talking to Willie Mays Hayes. All right, here we go. You want to take some swings now, Alex?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Alex, you got some pop on that right side. I just want to see if you can keep that fair for CC. Oh,
yeah.
Man, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I try.
Yeah. You wasn't going to swing and miss on TV.
I wasn't going to.
I like that part. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what do you feel like you need to work on then? Because I think you just need to continue to hit.
Yeah, I think it's just consistency at that point. You know, working with my dad, we try to simplify everything, like I said, just taking up all the way to the basics and to the ground up, work ground up, and just being consistent. You know, just having a repeatable swing. That's the big thing. And I want to ask you, you know, your swing is iconic, your finish is iconic. How'd you keep that so consistent throughout your career?
If you look at my earlier days, I stood like my dad.
Yeah.
I was a little hunched over, and one day I stood up, and I started hitting the ball 40 to 60 feet further that way. I said, I'm going to stay there.
Yes, sir.
But the only thing that it changed was that ball low and away, I couldn't hit down the third base line. I'd hit it at the third baseman. So as I got older, I was like, okay, I know what they're going to do. So I started going from here and bending a little more, going back to that, so I can hit the ball down the third base line. Because when I came up, I could hit the ball to the left side of the infield like a right-handed pull hitter.
Yes, sir.
As I got older, I started flying out.
Yes, sir.
And it was just, okay, knowing what I could handle is the big part of being a hitter.
Yes, sir.
You know, if you can't handle this pitch up here, don't swing at it. Don't swing at it. Now, you're going to have to battle with 2 strikes, try to foul it off, because they can't throw 10 strikes in a row.
Can't.
No, you just have to know what you can handle, and when they throw it in that hot zone, don't miss it.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tell you what, here's the key to what he's talking about. I told this earlier. He hit extra all the time.
Yes, sir.
Hit a lot. So when you hit extra, you learn what you can handle. It's not just swinging to swing, but you learn how to get different pitches. When we used to hit, in the time that we played in, it wasn't so much eye test like you guys are now. This is my zone. We were like, you better swing the bat. I'm throwing. You better swing at every ball. So then you learn what you could handle and couldn't handle. And then you'd zero in on your zone a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
So just continue to work, swing, see what you can handle, and find out what is your pitch, what isn't your pitch, because he's studying, and he's going to try to make sure he can put it where he wants to put it and where he thinks you can't hit it. But the more you work, the better off you be. CC, you close this out.
No, I was just going to say that's the difference between like trying to get an A swing off and being a good hitter. Like anybody can get an A swing off, but you're going to swing and miss a lot, right? But if you can handle pitches on this side of the plate, that side of the plate, up and down, then now you're a good hitter. I look at like Sal Stewart, and he's not just a power hitting young guy. Like he's a hitter that can hit line to line any
Miami,
pitch.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So be like Sal.
Well, we'll close it with your guy, Xavier Edwards.
Let's do it.
You continue, you like X.
Yes, sir.
And the best thing about Xavier, he's not trying to hit 40 homers.
He's not.
He may end up with 20 this year. I think he's got 8 or 9 or so, but
he has a
he's
couple.
coming on. He's hitting 300. He's an all-star player.
He's
He
balling.
Stay
knows his
within
game.
himself.
Yeah.
Know your game.
Yes,
know
sir.
thyself. You want to close it up, Junior?
No, just keep going.
Yes, sir, we'll do.
You know, that's the only thing is, like I said, when you go in there and hit, you got to think you can hit. So whether it's on the left side or the right side, you know, you've got to go up there going, I'm going to take this pitch and I'm going to do something with it. And, you know, for me facing CC, you know, like guys like that, we had to get him early because he's the kind of pitcher that gets stronger as the game go on.
Yes, sir.
And then he figures you out. And then you're like, when he comes to the 7th inning, he start wiping his forehead off. And he did that to me once, and I was like, oh. There's only been a couple times where I've been at the plate going, man, why now? Like, but he did hit me his first time.
Yeah.
First time we faced each other in spring training, he hit me.
It set the tone.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yes, sir.
That's what he said. But it's all about being consistent. you know, keep working. I mean, like Harold said, I hit every day. Like, I got mad when I didn't hit extra. Like, when we came into a town and we got in at 2 o'clock in the morning, I expected to be at the ballpark taking early BP. They would cancel BP. That, like, ruined my day, because it was a chance for me to get loose and get ready, groove my swing. When I got to batting practice, I had already done everything I needed to do. Now, batting practice was just showtime for me.
Yes, sir.
I'm going there to do, you know, get infield in, infield back, get my bunts across, and then I'm going straight to tallywhacking.
All right, and we're going straight from tallywhacking to another preview. Check this out.
You know, my goal at the end of the day is to get drafted and be in the Hall of Fame someday. So it's definitely, I definitely love it, and I'm thankful for everything that my parents and everything they've sacrificed, and my teammates and my coaches for pushing me to get to where I'm at now. But I just want to continue to get better and grow.
I want to make the most of this, because this is going to be memories I look back at when I'm older, playing in the MLB. Like, it's going to be stuff I cherish, you know? So I want to make the most of it. What's that, boy?
Good morning. This is Anthony Murphy, class of 2026, committed to LSU.
What a throw from right field. It's Anthony Murphy with the hose.
This kid can do it all. This is Ricky Shepard, class of 26, committed to Miami.
How about the glove flip?
Wow.
Rookie Shepard gets it done.
Brooke, what's the first time you remember meeting me?
Man, the first time I remember meeting a young Anthony Murphy, it was probably at a Hank Aaron. This was my first time really remember like meeting you face to face. We had kind of had our battles back and forth. I was like, man, I'd seen this kid on the field, but just getting to meet you, getting to know you, it's really been a blessing, you know, these past, 4 or 5 years that we've grown this relationship. When do you remember first meeting me?
I feel like our first formal meeting was like, I think first year program. I think that was the first formal meeting. We actually hung out, like got to know each other. And I feel like ever since then, we've all kicked it off. We've all been cool with each other. We've all had great times, made great memories. So I feel like that was the first time.
The Breakthrough Series team walks off the Florida Heat. Anthony Murphy, 3 for 3, and he'll get mobbed by his teammates. Well, that ball is clocked. Deep over to right field. It's got carry, and Shepard launches one out of the park.
I am pleased to present the MLB Develops MVP Award. Congratulations to both Anthony Murphy and Rookie Shepard.
What would you say is like our favorite memory together?
Shoot, I feel like there's been so many, but I mean, honestly, I feel like WWA Alabama, when we won our first tournament, was a great memory. Just us and the team having a great time.
Yeah, I'd say that definitely sticks out for sure. That whole, 2024 summer?
Yeah.
That whole summer was special, man. And being able to grow with you, alongside of you, it was really just great. And these past few years, they go by so fast, but they've been so fun.
My favorite part from the program has got to be just the experience and the knowledge I'm learning every single day. Being out here with these coaches and these teammates and these great players.
I just think that all of our teammates, we all have talent, we all are ballers, and we all just work well together. Team Chem, we all stay positive.
Personally, my favorite memory is being you at our place. Faith Luther versus Corona. Just the constant battles that we have, within each other. But at the end of the day, we know it's all love. We're there to push each other, and we truly want the best of each other.
Anthony Murphy comes in to put it away.
Some guys, when they play outfield, it just appears to be effortless. He's definitely one of them.
What do you think the future holds for Anthony Murphy?
Future Hall of Famer, Gold Glove center fielder. Sky is really the limit for you, man, and I really believe that, that you're the next future star of this game, walk in the clubhouse with your fresh fits on and you're all fly and all that. But yeah, bro, I'm really excited to see what the future holds for you.
Absolutely. I feel like I see you being one of those guys who makes a historic name for himself, like the Derek Jeters, Barry Bonds, someone who really does it for the game and changes the game and inspire a lot of young kids to want to be like you.
Yeah, bro.
We're the next generation. We're here, and we're not afraid to let other people know that we're here. And if we can just continue our grind, stay level-headed and keep working, I think we'll be role models for the next generation and the next generation after that.
If you can answer it right now, I know it's a lot, but what are kind of those emotions going to be like on draft night when you hear Anthony Murphy going to whatever team?
I feel like I'm gonna be excited. I feel like that's been my dream, my lifelong dream, to be there and get to that moment. So I feel like once that happens, I'm pretty sure you'll see me jumping around the house, doing all that, getting excited. You might see a couple tears come down, but it's definitely gonna be making my younger self happy and make my younger self proud. So it's definitely gonna be a big moment.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be, the #1 fan. After your mom and your family, because I know they'll be happy too. But you know, I'm gonna be right there hitting you up, calling you, you know, wishing you all the congratulations, all the support. And we've kind of gone through this whole journey together, this whole process together. So to watch us both do it, I feel like will be not only cool for us, but for everyone that MLB develops, you know, the Dream Series, the Breakthrough Series, that we did it together, and it just proves that, you know, anyone really could do it.
Yeah, seeing the hard work pay off.
Yeah, bro.
Breakthrough boys on top.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Murph, man, I just want to wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. I'm excited to walk this journey with you, and I'm always going to be in your corner, and whatever you need from me, I'll always be there for you, and I'm excited, man.
I wish the best of luck for you too. I mean, I'm gonna be rooting for you all season. I hope you go out with a bang and stuff like that and prove anyone wrong who doubts you. Show them that you really are that guy, one of the best players in the game. I feel like you can do that and you got the stuff to do that, and I know you will. You know, I'm excited to see how your journey goes and all the things you accomplish. So yeah, you know, I'm excited to see it.
Appreciate it, bro.
So, appreciate you. We love you, dog. Absolutely.
A dream is a seed planted deep in the soul. It needs light, it needs water, it needs someone to show that it's possible, that it's real, and something to fight for. A vision that those before us have put their lives on the line for. For young kids in this game, they need to see that someone like them can stand tall and be free. They need a mirror, a path, a guide in the storm, to believe in their power, to see themselves transform. Representation is the fuel, the spark in the dark, a flame that ignites the journey, the heart. When we see one rise, that moment touches every soul. A dream realized is the moment we all reach our goal. It's more than a game. It's about what we all can be. And when we show what's possible, we set futures free.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Play Ball Live, powered by Zoom. And our guest now, coming in from the big leagues, Mr. Hunter Green. Hunter, it's Ken Griffey Jr., CC Sabathia, and myself, Harold. Look at you, Hunter. You're looking clean, man. Got the hat turned back for Griffey. You honoring Junior?
Come on now.
I like that.
What's up, y'all? It's nice to see everybody. Y'all got me ready to run through a brick wall watching that video.
Yeah, you know what? That was a pretty cool feature. That was what this meant to you. And, you know, we're sitting here at the side of the Jackie Robinson complex. I know you've been down here, but the Dream Series, you were one of the early guys that went to MLB Pipeline all the way through it and all that. What did that mean for Hunter Green, and what was it like being that guy back then?
And the best way for me to capture my experience and what I want to continue to provide to the younger and the next generation is a fraternity. If I had to really use one word, that's what it is, and I'm sure you guys feel that way with some of the older players that came before you guys, and then these younger guys that are playing right now as well. So, man, it meant so much just to be able to have access to players that did what I wanted to do and wanted to accomplish. When you're able to be around it, see it, it feels a lot more tangible. So I think access is one of the most important things for players and anybody that wants to aspire to go to the big leagues and play at the highest level, is having the access to the players to be able to talk to them and share stories and see the similarities.
Hunter, Junior will say he was the first two-way player. He swore he could pitch, man. He swore he threw hard. I watched him throw off the mound.
Man, I pitched, play short, second. It didn't matter. Caught a little bit.
Until they were like, man, there ain't no shortstops playing, no lefties playing shortstop.
I'd have looked good at it, you know. Shirt untucked, hat backwards. I'd have been fly, you know.
But Hunt, do you think being a two-way for as long as you did, do you think that helps you on the mound? Obviously, being a little more athletic, knowing how hard it is to hit. We talked about that earlier in the show. Does that help you on the mound? You know, your two-way or being a complete baseball player?
100%, Steve. I mean, I'd still like to train as a shortstop to this day. I mean, it makes me a better pitcher, allows me to stay athletic and just be free and loose. As you guys know, as being a pitcher, you got to be athletic. You got to have the endurance, have the strength. But if you're able to still move, with freedom and athleticism, I think it just creates a better athlete all the way around.
Hey, so first off, you know, we skipped, Hunter. How you feeling, man? You know, you've been out most of the full season. How are you doing? How's the rehab? How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm progressing really, really well. Through my third bullpen 2 days ago. I got my live on the 9th. I'll be out of here by Arizona like 19th or 20th of this month. So I'm moving pretty quick. I'm ahead schedule. Ball's coming out real easy. Secondary pitches are looking good. So it's really just calibrating my mind and getting me right for the season, knowing what that expectation looks like, knowing what it sounds like, looks like, feels like, and just trying to get my body back into that mode so I can, hit the ground running when I get back like I never left.
I know, like, when I watch you pitch, I feel like there's so much more growth that's in there. You know what I mean? Because you were a two-way for so long. Do you feel that way? Like, I know, like you getting more comfortable out there on the mound, you throwing, different pitches and different counts, and understanding yourself. Like, do you feel like there's a lot more growth in there?
100%. I mean, as you know yourself, as you continue to, play this game and you're put in different situations. For example, pitching that first game in the playoffs, now I know what it feels like, what it looks like, the little extra butterflies you get, and knowing just how to channel that moving forward once I'm in that possession again and hopefully deeper into the playoffs. So, it's things like that where you're able to, recognize and make those adjustments. And I think experience trumps all. You can have all the talent in the world, but I think the guy next to you, if he's got, that experience and he's got that talent, I think he's got that edge. So that's all it is for me, is continuing to take those mental notes as I continue to progress through my career and try and find those things that, allow me to keep pushing forward as I continue to grow.
Well, my question to you is like, now you just, over the years, everything is pitching, throw as hard as you can. When did you learn to understand about I can mix it up and take a little bit off and then come back later in that same at bat and give it to him? Because I know that CC did that a lot. He'd give you a 94 and then all of a sudden he'd rear back when he had to give you 98. And then he'd give you a hit me slider, but it was still tough to hit. You hear the term nowadays that, a lot of guys are just pitchers. I mean, throwers. They're not pitchers. As CC was a pitcher, he came up as a thrower, and all of a sudden, he became a pitcher. And when he became a pitcher, he became dominant. Even though he was dominant, it was just another level. Do you feel that you're close to that, is understanding what you need to do as a pitcher instead of a thrower?
100%. Coming through the system, coming through the minor leagues, being a youth in the game, you always hear about, learn how to hit your spots, learn how to take some off the fastball, adjust speeds, change the eye levels. It sounds good, it sounds exciting, but you got to figure out what that means for you individually as a pitcher, for yourself, right? So until you're able to figure out what that truly means for you, I don't want to say it's pointless information, but you're just not able to apply it, and I don't think it's of value until you figure it out yourself, right? And that just comes with trial and error. That comes with asking questions, being open-minded, taking the mental notes, asking, hey, man, how do you approach this in your game? And trying to figure out if you can apply that to your own process. So, yes, to answer your question, I feel like I'm in that position now. Obviously, there's still a lot more work to be done. I'm still hungry to continue to learn and figure out how I can up my game and continue to thrive at the next level. But I think you got to figure out what that means for you, right? And until you figure that out, I think it's just kind of words, if that makes sense. And I feel like I've been able to figure that out for myself. And like I said, that's just through
you got CC nodding his head over here like crazy on that.
No, but because that was a perfect answer, and I think he's right in the middle of that, right? But it's hard when you throw hard and somebody's telling you not to throw as hard as you can. Like, you don't throw 100, so how you gonna tell me not to throw? You know what I'm saying? But when you're young and you like, no, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, as you know too, like, you got to find those ways to, like I said, apply it to yourself and slow the game down. I think is the best way to approach it. But I cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say. I mean, it's just hard to not throw the ball as hard as you can when you can throw it that hard. To understand, like, if I take something off, if I'm throwing 94 this first couple of pitches and I pop a 98 in there, it's like having an extra fastball. But it's hard to explain that to somebody. Like, me and Hunt have had those conversations, but it's like when you get out there, I mean, I understand it. You're going to throw the ball as hard as you can. You
and the other part of it, we were talking to a couple of the younger players about, Instagram, comparing yourself to other people. Hunter, you got guys throwing 100 now. You at one point, you threw 50-some pitches that were over 100 miles an hour. Mizorowski's coming now, and you hear about James Burns.
He took the record.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm salty. I got some work to do when I come back.
Exactly.
Earlier this year, the Reds Hall of Fame.
To touch on that real quick, you get so uber competitive when you get out on the field to where it's like, man, I don't want to take, 3 to 5 miles per hour off of my fastball because, as you know, as soon as you take a little bit off the gas, that's when you get the home run hit off of you. That's when you get the big double in the gap and the run scores. So it's like, man, how do you find that perfect balance of I'm still uber competitive, I'm still coming after you, but now it's strategic and I'm playing a chess game.
Yeah, well, a couple years, 20 years ago. It was just a couple years ago. But you guys had a guy we played with, Aaron Harang, who got Reds Hall of Fame this year. Spring training, he got absolutely shellacked. But the things he told us, the outfielders, he said, look, I'm working on some things. He dotted all the corners of the plate with every pitch during spring training. He worked on a fastball here, his cutter here, his changeup here. And they tattooed everything. And in the box score, it looked like he got shellacked. But us as outfielders understood what he was doing, what he was working on for the course of the season. Yeah. So he could hit those pitches. Like, it's just like for us hitting, we're going to hit and then figure out what pitches we can and can't hit. He did it in spring training, which was remarkable because he was like, I'm going to be here, I'm going to over here, and I'm going to be down here. And I was like, oh, that's impressive. It was like one of the most impressive things that I saw. Even though I was on a track meet that day, I felt that, in the long run, this was going to work out. And it was beautiful to see later in the season that he can go, boom, there it is. My changeup's going right there. My slider's going right there. And I was like, he worked on this in spring training. Even though I was mad at him for 13 runs, it seemed like.
And that takes so much maturity to be able to do that, and I'm sure he was already well established at that point, so he was able to do that, versus the guy that's trying to come into spring, break out of camp with the big league club. You don't have that freedom or wiggle room to be able to, experiment and play like that. But, I did the same thing last spring training and even my short time in spring training this year, with being okay with the results not being the best, right? And not worrying about, I'm not worried about my spring training statistics on my baseball card. I'm trying to lock my stuff in now to when it matters most in season. And that's when the abilities are going to shine.
No, I remember my first spring training with New York. I used to do that in spring training in Cleveland. I didn't care about stats. It was what it was. Getting ready for opening day. My second start in spring training against the Tigers, I gave up 6 runs. It was 45 people in my locker, and I'm like,
what's wrong with you?
It's March. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'll be ready when it's time.
I was gonna say that contract helps you do that. Hey, Hunter, last thing, then we'll let you go. This is Play Ball weekend. Actually, we're Play Ball live, powered by Zoom right now, what everybody's watching us on. I want to ask you about advice to any kid who's starting to play ball, whether it's softball, baseball, or whatever, with a bat and a ball. What would your advice be?
For starting out, at that age, like I started at 6 years old, it was just building a love for the game, right? And I think that was easy for me because a lot of my friends were in the game. Right, so when I wanted to hang out with my friends, they were usually at practice or doing something baseball related. So that was more time, or really the only time for me to spend time with them, and that kind of immersed me into the game. And obviously my pops and my mom and dad did a very good job with keeping the game exciting, fun. Kind of breaking me down, but doing a really good job of building me back up. Right, and when I say that, that means I was going out for 300 ground balls with my pops, right? Where we could really dictate the workout. It's tough with high school and, travel ball because you might only get 20 ground balls in your workout, where if you take it on for yourself, now you can really dictate the workout. So we would do like 200 to 300 ground balls. And, I remember trying to get into the 5-6 hole and work on my backhands for the first time. And, it was really discouraging because there were a lot of times where I was clanking in the 5-6 hole, the ball was eating me up a little bit. And that was the breaking down, and then my pops realized, he's really good at going up the middle. Let me hit, good 20 to 50 balls up the middle to build his confidence back up. So little things like that, I think parents need to be aware of that. But it's really important to just build the love for the game, build that passion, because as you guys know, once you get to the big leagues and really college and beyond, it's every single day. And you got to love the game to dedicate that much time and, obviously the length of the season. You have to build that foundation of the love of the sport really early.
That's awesome stuff. Great advice. Well, stick around and check this out, Hunter, because we have a Gold Glove shortstop joining us in Sis Bates. When she was in college, University of Washington, best glove there is. She's playing in the AUSL. She's going to join us here. We're going to do some demos. We're going to act like you and your dad. We're going to take a bunch of grounders. All right, my man. Appreciate you, Hunter. Glad you're healthy. The game misses you. Get back, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Always great to see you guys. Take care.
I was 11 turning 12, I believe, and around that time I grew 6 inches in one summer. So all of a sudden my body just didn't know how to work anymore. It was like I was going to push off the mound and my legs couldn't function enough to jump out. So I was striding out, your foot's like scraping the ground, like my foot would get caught in the AstroTurf or dirt and I would just fall to my knees. I was falling at least once every at bat during the game. Kids were laughing, parents were laughing. It's kind of funny because you're 10, so of course it's going to seem like it's funny to the outside people, but when it's all that you do, know, and love, it was not funny to me and my family at the time. In that moment of just not really being able to trust yourself is hard because when you get out there and you're playing, you don't want to be thinking about things that you can't really control. I feel like we were trying anything and everything. And I remember just jumping, like running around the whole field, just trying to get my foot up. And I was going 5-6 hours a day trying to fix whatever it was. We were setting up cones, lines, whatever it took just for me to be able to jump high enough towards the home plate. I remember sitting on the couch, just crying to my dad. And he was like, if it's something you care about and you do it all the time, you're bound to mess up, make a mistake, and for it not to be that fun anymore. But when you're determined and you know that this is something you want to do, I feel like you're always just trying to work forward. And I remember thinking, I don't think I can go out there. My dad told me, we're going to give it one more day. We'll go out there. If it's not what you want to do, then we're done. And I was like, okay, that's fine, deal. It just felt right. It felt like what I wanted to feel like all along, and it was like the best I had ever pitched in my life leading up to that point. And my dad, he just made a joke. He's like, where'd you get that from, Walmart? And I was like, I wish that you could just go to the store and get it.
All right, welcome back to Play Ball Live here on Zoom. And yes, the AUSL is getting ready to kick off their season. They've been down here for the preseason training, getting ready for the season to open up. I'm so excited. It's been a lot of fun. I got a chance to watch all of the teams play today. They're all training here at Jackie Robinson. It was awesome. And join us now is Sis Bates. And Sis thought I wasn't at her game.
I did.
I was watching you, girl.
Sue me, I did not see you. I'm so sorry.
Okay, my first question was Gold Glove shortstop. They had you playing second.
Yes.
Today.
Yeah.
And you went back to short.
Yeah.
So are you playing a little combination up the middle now?
Yeah,
or what?
playing a little both. I played second my freshman year in college, so I have some experience, but yeah, playing a little bit of both.
Is it a big difference playing both?
Go ahead.
I mean,
right.
being like in the positions?
My brain, a little bit, yeah, just different sides of the field. It looks a little different off the barrel, so I have been trying to crush lots of reps at second just to get my brain right, but yeah, a little different.
Just standing on the side of the field.
Well, the game is so fast, and double plays are hard to turn in softball.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a big difference up the middle as well.
Yeah, and we are a new team, so just trying to get connected with everybody with just so many moving parts, but yeah, I'm excited for either one.
All right, so second year of the AUSL.
Yes.
First off, I guess my question would be, what was it like knowing that you had a pro league?
Yeah, incredible. I didn't have opportunities like this when I was small to look up to. We didn't have softball games on ESPN or ABC or MLB Network. So I'm excited to kind of build those building blocks for the young ones to watch. I grew up looking at Jeter and A-Rod and trying to mimic that. So I'm excited for them to have something to look forward to.
Did you see this guy? You played at University of Washington.
Of course, yes.
Right, but I stand way out there. She talking about somebody in the infield and dirt and stuff. I'm way out yonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, she turned around and go, 2 down. And I'm
Hey,
like
that
this.
way out yonder is kind of scary for me, though.
What do you mean?
The outfield? Boy, it's scary out there.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's my depth perception. I'm like, where exactly is the ball?
It's the safest place on earth.
Have you ever hopped in and faced a softball pitcher?
No. I know my limitations. I saw Jenny Finch strike a couple people out, got pull holes, so I was like, no.
And Barry, right?
Yeah,
She got Barry too.
Yeah. I learned my lesson by watching them. We talk about watching TV. Nope.
We can make it happen.
Nope.
Okay.
So, sis, what's the biggest difference? Did you play any Little League or any baseball at all?
I did. I played baseball my first year of T-ball and then went on to softball.
So what's the challenge? I mean, I have a daughter who plays softball. I'm learning how to throw and all those different things.
Yeah.
It's a different game. So really, honestly, truly, how do you guys hit that thing?
Hit that thing? Man, well, we've been doing it a long time, so some repetition, but good scouts. Our coaches are crushing the scouts right now. We scrimmaged today and had a good scout and got to do that together for the first time as a squad. So for sure,
let me back it up, though.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. You're facing softball from 46 feet or so.
Yeah.
And they're throwing 71 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, which is equal to about 110 from a major league mound.
Yeah, with some change-ups, they're like
and
56.
And they're throwing change-ups.
Yeah, totally.
So what's the key to hitting?
The key to hitting?
Like you have leg kicks, you have everything else in baseball.
Yeah, to me, I got to pick a speed and sell out for a speed. So if somebody does have that 72 and a flip change, man, how much percentage is the change? And am I really going to get that in an at-bat? And then I'm just hunting the hard and making sure I'm on time.
On time. Get that foot down.
Get that foot down.
Like, get that. Don't even lift it up.
Yeah. And for that, machines, I wasn't a big machine gal for a long time, but man, it does help, especially in the off season. We have a 9-month off season. So how can I feel most prepared when I get to training camp? So just cranking that thing up so that I can get my foot on time.
Hitting off the high velocity.
Yeah.
That's really important. Okay, hey, look, we got, you're so big time that we have a
Harold,
special guest that wants to ask you a question. Cameron Evans has a question for you. Cameron is a 2028, and she's a third baseman catcher.
Hey, Cameron.
Cameron, Sis Bates, it's all yours. Man, that's pretty cool, huh?
I've watched the AUSL for like a long time. Like, I want to be a pro when I get older. So I was wondering, like, what does it take to really be able to stand up with the best and compete every time and show up every time at the plate and on the field?
Oh my gosh, what a good question. I think that confidence comes from preparation. So what you do now does set you up for the future. So I remember when I was young, even if it's just wall ball or something that you're doing to make you feel more prepared and just loving it, like loving every part of it. This game is a game of failure. So how can you reset as quick as you can to get to the next pitch and pour into everybody else? I think quickly I learned in my career that that's when I perform best, is when I'm pouring into everyone around me rather than getting internal. So figure out what is kind of your superpower and really lean into that.
Okay, thank you. And another question I have is what one mental advantage that you have over the other players on the field that you know that, okay, I've worked harder than them and I know that I have done what I need to do to be able to be prepared for this moment?
Crushing these questions. Like I said, I think confidence really comes from preparation. So everything that I'm doing in the off season, especially for us in the pros, what I'm doing in the off season, I know that I have outworked everybody here, and that kind of pours confidence into me. And I also am just ultra competitive. I grew up with an older brother, so I'm kind of a crazy kiddo. So I know that I am very competitive and that I'm gonna do whatever I can to create outs and to just get good pitches to hit. So knowing that all you're doing right now is preparing to be confident in those game moments and preparing like that every day.
Okay, thank you. that's probably the only question I have.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Cameron, nice job. I'm making sure you're done because you might take my job.
Please do.
Thank you.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, one of the things that I'm sure you're learning, and you learned in college, but even more so in pro ball, is playing against people repetitively. You get to feel their routines a little bit more.
Yeah.
How much of an advantage and how different is that?
Yeah, it's much different. And it's so funny, especially at training camp. All of us are here, so I'm playing against some of my best friends. Montana, I've faced her a million times, so what's that edge that I can have after facing her a million times? Like, what can we do differently together? So it's just so interesting, and you start to catch on to things. Yes, big scouts, but also just knowing where their barrel is in the zone. I start to kind of shift a little bit because I know different hitters, so it is a different kind of advantage if you look at it that way for each side of the ball.
Well, let's get up and walk out the short. You want to
Okay.
have a little conversation at shortstop? I'm gonna bring a few balls. You guys can come on.
You got a glove?
Come on. Yeah, you guys. Well, we don't have a glove.
Can we bring
but
that softball?
She doesn't even need a glove.
Can you bring
Yes,
a softball? Can you bring a softball?
we have softballs
Yeah,
too.
she's cute.
Yeah.
We'll bring her.
No, I love the softballs. Now, do you ever train with baseballs?
I did a little bit, mostly hitting.
We'll turn around, walk this way so they can see the camera. All
Okay,
right,
you got it.
Oh, now
There
they
you go. See?
Yeah, there you go.
The moonwalk.
See,
Michael
there
I
you
know.
go. That Michael Jackson moonwalk on you. All right, so here's what I want to take you through real quick.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of kids, they don't understand a ready position. They think ready position's like this.
Yeah.
Where do you got to go from here?
Yeah, it's tough.
You got to go up.
Yeah.
So I want to see, like, when the pitcher's getting ready to deliver, I was here. And then I could be athletic.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I want to know what you teach and what you do.
Yeah, I'm the same. I am a big creeper like you just did, creeping in, but hands, we kind of called it hands and holsters. So my hands are at my hips here, equal distance down as it is up, especially for the corners. A lot of people start here, but man, that's a long way to come up. So just playing with what works for you. I also like to be landing as the ball's in the hitting zone so then I can make a reaction off of that.
Okay, move out here to shortstop real quick. Stand there. I'm going to be the pitcher. Junior, you got a glove, right?
Oh, are you give me that?
Yeah,
one
I'm gonna give you a
Let's
little.
go,
I'm gonna
come
give you a
on.
move, then you can see what she does. Junior, you want to stand right here by the camera right there? Thank you. All right, I'm gonna give you this.
Okay.
Now, what I'm looking at is I want you to watch her timing as she gets ready. I'll deliver a pitch, and as that ball's going over the plate, you want to be in a position where you're ready to break.
Yep.
All right. All right, here we go.
Oh, give him that glove.
She don't need a glove. No, here you go. You want a glove? It's too
You take
big.
the glove.
I don't need a glove. Here we go. All right, I got a glove. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. There she is.
There it is.
There it is. Like that, Junior?
I'd have taken that deep.
I didn't put nothing on it. This is all for a drill, man. This is for a drill. Now I'm going to put something on it.
Yeah, put a little cheddar on this one.
Put something on it? All right, here we go.
That'd have been a souvenir.
You've been doing a lot of batting practice, ain't you?
Yeah, he does. No, I've seen it.
I throw a lot of
He
BP.
whips it in there.
I throw some BP. Hey, but this is about sis, all right? There's the timing of it. I love the fact that, so show me, sis, the difference of when you start down.
Starting down?
Yeah,
Okay.
so here's what a lot of people think the ready position's here. That's not the ready position.
Also with that, it's really hard to time like your step forward. How do you time that? Like getting down here, you kind of have to get there early and then you're on your heels. So yeah, we can
All right,
try.
So this is what you should not do. All right, you better be careful with that camera. Boom. Now where you got to go from there?
Yeah, I can't really move from this position. I'm also someone that knows I like to be more on the balls of my feet. Everybody kind of is in the infield. So when I'm here, I feel like I have nowhere to go. Like if the ball is up the middle or to my backhand, I simply have nowhere to go.
Okay. Now show me how Sis Bates.
Okay, let's see
Gold
it.
Glover does it. Let's be the last one. Junior, you ain't hitting this one. Boom!
I cannot. Oh, that's pretty good. You should have thrown early to me. I'll take your VP.
I'll straight Ricky you. I'll be popping my collar. I'll be high-fiving everybody. Before I even touch first. It'd be the longest home run trot if I ever took you deep.
Sis, we got to end it with this.
Okay.
Nobody talk more trash than him.
I like
Who's
it.
the trash talkers in the league?
Trash talkers?
You got the trash talkers?
Ooh.
Who talks the most? You?
On our team?
Yeah.
No, don't say it.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
You got to be on the team.
No, she's going to love this.
Okay.
Pigot, she's gonna talk, and she loves the Cascade. So if you're not on the Cascade, then you better watch out.
All right. Well, they kick off June 9th.
Yes.
You playing at home in Portland, or where are you guys at?
Durham.
You playing in Durham.
Yep.
And then her home team is Portland.
Yes.
The Cascade.
Portland
and the league's
Cascade.
expanded to 6 teams.
Yes.
We're off and flying year 2.
Yeah, that's right.
On the AUSL. All
Yes.
right. Ken Griffey Jr., CC Sabathia, Sis Bates.
Let's
Come on,
go.
sis, give me
Thanks,
some.
you guys. Thank
All right,
you.
that's awesome. All right, check this out. We'll be back after this promo.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable. He's one of one. He's the reason why you come to the ballpark.
Watch him hit and watch him run.
If I gave you $1 million to compete in something that wasn't baseball related, what do you think you can compete in?
What do I think I compete in? I mean, I think it's got to be running, like some sort of running. Yeah, some sort of track meet. Hopefully, I'm not going up against actual track athletes. Yeah.
No, we're gonna line you up against Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
You're right on the field. So on an away trip, what are you doing in the morning? Are you just like hanging out? Are you a video games type of person?
I'm a big just sleep late on the road. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of my time, just to chill out, maybe go get a little food, and then head to the field.
What is your post-game meal? Something you're eating after the game, and is it dependent on how you played that day?
No, not dependent on how I played. Yeah, I mean, our nutritionist does a really good job. So like right when we get back in there, there's a smoothie in our locker ready for us. And then, yeah, our chefs do a great job too. So there's always something good to eat there.
So a smoothie. So we're keeping it light post-game.
No, I mean, I'm going smoothie and then full dinner.
Oh,
like
full dinner?
Immediately,
So
yeah.
like 2 meals?
Yeah.
Who on your team do you think will have the most success with the ABS challenge system?
Most success.
Yes.
Our catcher, Gabby, he's pretty good defensively. He's pretty good. Offensively, probably Perdomo. He's got a great eye.
Yeah. Would you rather every time you ran the bases, your hands were glued to your side, or with a pebble in your shoe in the outfield?
Probably the pebble in the shoe, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you need your arms to run.
I want to steal some bases. That's my game.
Was there anyone growing up that you watched that you really modeled your game after?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, Trout, Altuve, Yelich, those were kind of the guys I was getting on YouTube and looking at their swing.
When you're on away trips, do you use an alias for your hotels, or like an alias for DoorDash or Uber Eats?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, obviously don't tell us, but
It's clever. I'll tell you off camera.
okay, but thanks.
All right, we got out of the chairs, and yeah, feels a lot better, doesn't it?
Move around a little bit.
We gotta move around. But we also have a guest here. This is Chance Singletary. He is from the Vero Beach RBI. What's up, big man?
What's up?
You good? Oh, he got some swag, Junior. He got some swag. All right, so look, he's a two-way player. He hits, but he also plays different positions: outfielder, pitcher, infielder, you name it. So we're gonna do a little outfield play since we got the Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr., and we're gonna do some pitching with the Hall of Famer CC Sabathia. You ready? Yeah. Oh, you ready for these guys, huh? No big deal. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure. All right, so Junior, CC, you go ahead and go over to the mound. We'll be there in a second. All right, so listen, Chance, we're gonna get a fly ball. You know, Ken Griffey Jr. won 10 gold gloves. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He can catch a fly ball a little bit. Can you still catch a fly ball?
Every now and then. My depth perception ain't what it used to be.
All right, so what would be the number one thing you'd tell somebody like Chance in the outfield?
Number one, be ready. Always want the ball hit to you. And also, if there's people on base, knowing where you have to throw the ball. You know, anticipate a guy, if he's on first, if it's hit over here, he's got a chance to go to third, but you want to hit the cutoff man right there so he doesn't decide to run from home plate to second base. Always trying to keep us ahead of the base runner. So guy on second, you know, you got to keep a throw low if you're in center. Make sure you hit the cutoff man. And I literally try to hit where CC's feet are, because the cutoff man's usually going to be right there. So I try to hit before the mound or right after the mound, depending if I got to make. And every now and then, I've got to make a throw that I have to make all the way in the air. But for the most part, knowing where you are in the field at all times.
So know where you're at, anticipate the ball, know your throws. All right, let's catch a fly ball. What do you say with the fly ball?
It depends on where you're at. Like if there's nobody on, you can do whatever you want. I'm just going to say it. You know, a lot of people, you know, catch it up here, Don't want a basket catch, you know, it's about getting out. But guy on second base, you're in the outfield, he's got a chance to tag, go to third. You always want to round it and aim at the direction that you're going. So if we're going to third and we're over here and the ball is hit, if you have time to get behind it to make a good quality throw, that's what you want to do. Sometimes you can't do it, you just got to get it and get it in.
All right, so Chance, you got good hands?
Yeah.
You catch everything, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going to just basically catch a fly ball. We won't do all the rounding it and everything else unless Junior takes you to a whole nother level like he just went there because he knows your ability. But right now, I'm going to throw a ball. Ken, you just stand with him for a second. Is that all right?
Yeah.
I'll throw a couple balls up. You tell me what you think. And you can also, I got it. I want to hear what you got to say, something like that. You ready? All right, this is a routine pop-up.
Ball.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, let me see another one.
Ball.
Okay. Ken, what you see so far, man?
Catching it at the high point,
okay,
where he can transfer to make the throw, that's quality right there. You know, you don't want to catch, if you catch it down here, you've got to bring it back up. But you're up here, you can literally rotate. This takes a little more time to get your body behind it. So always catch the ball. I try to catch it just above the bill of my hat, because then I can come here to make a throw.
All right, I'm going to back up. Then be off camera. You catch it and make a throw to me. I want to hear what Ken got to say.
All right.
There we go.
Ball.
Uh-huh. Oh, make the throw. Y'all heard that glove, didn't you? You heard that.
Catch it, hop, boom, there.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Good job, Coach Griffey. That was good. How'd that feel?
Good.
Feel good? You get the rhythm?
Yeah.
All right, what do you say to Coach Griffey?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's pretty good stuff. Thank you, Junior.
You're welcome.
All right, you ready to throw? You ready to pitch? Oh, you got to turn the hat around like him.
You got to have swag.
He's got that coolness. So now we go King Griffey.
Florida, so.
Well, we're sending to the next Hall of Famer, CC Sabathia.
Got to be able to do it at all, especially at this age. The best player on the field is always the pitcher.
Okay,
so y'all know.
You send me the catcher? Am I out of here?
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
I'm gone. Okay, I'm going to catch.
What position you play in the infield?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. All right. So you have an accurate arm, like you throw the ball to the first baseman pretty good. So let me see your delivery. Harold, let me get back there. Oh, here, throw.
Dang, boy.
Look, got that shortstop arm. Look. One more, let me see. Strikes too. That's the biggest thing is when you're on the mound, is having a delivery that's simple enough that you can just repeat it all the time to be able to throw strikes. And you seem to have that. The only thing I would tell you is when you're starting, wherever this right foot starts is where it needs to, when you turn, it needs to stay in the same spot. Because if you move it around here, you move it over here, then it changes the angle of the plate. So whenever you're thinking about your delivery, I can do it right-handed. You make wherever you start and you turn, make sure that foot is in the same spot.
Okay.
And it lines you up every single time to be able to throw the ball straight directly to the plate. Let me see it one more time. Slowly.
Hey, Junior, come grab a bat and stand in here.
You can even start it like that. Like when I was pitching, because I was so conscious of wanting to be in the same spot.
One right there.
Like even out of the windup, I would stand like this, but this foot would already be turned. So I'm just taking like a little rock step, and then I'm just coming right up. It don't have to be that much.
There.
A little more, a little less. I'm sorry. Like that.
Don't stand in there too much. Now you got problems, boy. You got problems. Uh-oh.
Wait.
Yeah, no, you take that little rock step.
Hold on, hold on. You off the plate, boy.
I'm trying not to get hit, too. All right, here we go. You ready? Come on, Chance. Don't you be swinging either, Griffey. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I ABS challenged that one. That's a strike.
What? Does that feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you throw a breaking ball, too, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this. How long have you been throwing breaking balls?
Like 4 years.
Oh, nice. Let me see it. He's throwing a breaking ball, H.
Okay.
How you grip it?
Hey, point to the camera. Show him the camera real quick.
All right, so he's got his two fingers on the seam and that thumb.
Let me give you a ball. How would you grip it?
When I did throw my curveball, I threw it the same way.
Turn it to the camera, you too.
So it was when I did throw a curveball when I was younger, my first 6 years in the big leagues, I threw a curveball before I learned how to throw a slider. And it was just these 2 fingers on the seam and then having that thumb on the seam, too, to be able to rip it.
All right, so Chance.
Let me see where your thumb is. Oh, nice.
You keep scooting over.
I'm trying not. I'm trying. All right, I'm right here.
He got to throw it at an angle.
There you go. You ready? Y'all got that light up there. Oh, yeah. That's nice.
That is good, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Nice.
Good arm speed, too, one more time. Throw a fastball and then a breaking ball. Fastball. Let me see.
All right,
Throwing
so
a four-seamer.
Cece, teach him.
Yep, that looks good.
So teach him the signs real quick on if you want to throw a fastball.
Yeah, I know.
He know the signs.
All right, so show me a fastball. Thank you.
Throw him a breaking ball.
Nice four-seamer.
Look.
All right, now let me see that breaking ball. His grips and everything are perfect, though.
It's all right.
Nice. Nice.
All right. That was good, huh?
As you get older and developing and pitching, the one thing, too, obviously it's that foot. And then on this back leg, I'm going to do it left-handed because my right leg is terrible.
I mean, we had a chance.
Making sure you stand as high, as tall as possible on this back leg. Tall as possible, tall as possible, tall as possible, and then push off at the last second.
Here, see, so let me get you turned towards David real quick and show the kids at home what you're talking about.
Yeah. So for me, I wasn't like a drop and drive guy. I was always like a guy that I wanted to use my leverage because I was tall. So I was always staying as tall as possible, and at the last second, I would push off the mound. And I would just let my arm come follow after that. So I never really used like my upper body with max effort. It was always my lower body, and it was always at the last minute. So I see you have like a little bit of turn and like a little bit of drop and drive, which is fine, but just make sure when you push, it's not to the last second when you're about to throw the ball.
Man, I tell you what, that was some good stuff. Way to go, way to go.
Nice job.
Junior, what'd you think of his stuff, man?
Oh, he gonna be all right.
He's gonna be all right. Yeah, he got the grips and everything. He good.
Got anything else?
Nah.
Who taught you all those pitches?
My big brother.
Your big brother did? Okay, I like that. All right, buddy. Appreciate you, man. That was great. You like hanging out with these 2 Hall of Famers?
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. I see you getting there. I see him getting there. Man, that's good stuff. He did this big thing. He got a chance to throw the breaking ball, his fastball, caught the fly ball, learned a crow hop. Man, it's pretty good stuff.
Biggest thing, H2, is he's an athlete because he's on the mound, not in the shortstop. Being on the mound.
Athlete. All right, make sure you stay with us. After this message, you get a chance to see something, and we'll come back in a couple minutes.
Today, we're headed to sunny San Diego, where one of the brightest stars in all of baseball shines year-round. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Wow. Pretty good pronunciation, Doug.
Thanks. I'm trying to get it perfect. I mean, perfecto. Because today's the day I make my first call in another language.
Ha. Well then, buena suerte.
Thanks, but it's just the same sweater I always wear.
No, I mean good luck.
Oh, right, I know that.
Line and caught by Fernando! Leap for that ball and then watch, he kicks up to get more. Hang time, and then some.
Time for our superstar snapshot. That's Fernando Tatis Jr., one of the most exciting players in baseball.
Fernando at the wall, he leaps in, makes the catch!
He's had superstar energy since he was a little kid, which is why his nickname is El Niño. That means the boy in Spanish. He was so talented so young, the name stuck. And it makes sense because he plays for the Padres. Padre means father in Spanish, and his father was an MLB player too. That's a baseball family if I've ever seen one. Now, the apple might not fall far from the tree, but in this family, the ball definitely flies far from the plate.
But it's not just Tatis's power that's impressive. He's got the whole package. Check it out. I'm Scout, and this is my sketchbook. Fernando Tatis Jr. is what's called a 5-tool player. That means he excels in 5 key areas of the game. Contact, power, fielding, arm strength, and speed. Together they add up to a player who is sure to be a star. An all-star.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Confirmed. Tatis is a 5-tool player.
Nice counting, Doug.
Thanks. I'm just glad he's not a 100-tool player. And now it's time for Fan, Fun, Facts. This is Gallagher Square, and these are my top 3 things to check out here. Numero uno, the play ball field. It's like a Padres stadium inside of a Padres stadium. Numero dos, an awesome park for our 4-legged fans. It's not a ball game without a few dogs. And numero tres, the world's tallest climbable baseball bat. Just imagine the home runs a player like Tatis could hit with that.
You ready to try that call in Spanish?
I'm not sure.
You've got this, Doug.
All right then. Roll the clip. Fernando El Niño Tatis cerca el plato. Putea y conecta un jonrón que saca al Petco Park. Y la afición enloquece.
Doug, that was amazing. Muy bien.
I don't know what came over me, but that was awesome. I guess between English and Spanish, I'm at least a 2-2 announcer. Well, that's our show. Doug, out.
Hey, kiddo, why don't you come out here and hit a few?
In a second, Dad.
Mookie needs our help.
I have a plan.
Slinky! Are you coming?
Come on, cowboy.
All right, Ken, you ready? Let's play ball.
No.
There's no way.
Rated PG.
Well, I would say we're welcoming in the star of the Los Angeles Dodgers, but when you do a trailer for Toy Story 5 and you're in the movie with your daughter, I got to welcome Mookie Betts in as the movie star, Mookie Betts. What's up, movie star?
Man, hey, we're in L.A., so why not?
I think it's great, man. You know, any way you can use your platform and opportunities and doors that come your way that open up, you do it. I mean, I'm sitting with 2 guys that do the same thing, and I had a chance to do some stuff back in my day. You take advantage of it, and I'm glad to see you doing it. You enjoying that?
Oh yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. You know, stuff that I never really dreamed that I would do, especially in Nashville. In Nashville, these type of opportunities don't really come, and then in Boston, it's just a completely different vibe. And so being out here in LA has definitely expanded my horizons, and I may have something to do when I'm done playing.
Well, Mookie, I'm sitting here with 2 Hall of Famers who you know very well. They're like your big brothers. So I'll let Cece open up with some comments to you and go from there.
Mook, what's good, bro? We play ball weekend. I just wanted to talk to you about the importance of, you know, talking to the kids about being an athlete. I know you're a complete athlete, can do and play pretty much every sport. How do you think that helps you translate onto the baseball field? And, I mean, do you think that helped you, you know, as a kid, you know, being able to play all those sports?
Yeah, I think it helps the most. I mean, you know, being able to do different sports and then going to baseball, it's like my body's been in so many different positions that, you know, when I get on the baseball field, I've probably been in that position before. And so it kind of translates. And then I think the most important thing is really just the friends that I have just from covering so many different sports. I have so many basketball friends, football friends, just, you know, I met so many people and so many people come to see my games and whatnot from when I was 6 and 7 years old. And so really it expanded, you know, just all the people I know, and I became a different person just being around so many different cultures of people.
Mookie, talk to me about growing up in Nashville and what it was like to play baseball. Because, you know, some of these guys, you know, don't know what it's like to play baseball when it's, you know, snowing outside. You know.
It was cold out there, man. It was definitely cold. You know, baseball, especially where I was from, like, there wasn't that many guys that really were able to kind of keep playing and playing to the next level. So a lot of it was really just trying to surround myself with a lot of people that I enjoyed playing the game with. And then as we got older, we were able to travel around, and now we start playing against all the best teams around the country. And, you know, being that I was playing with my boys, you know, it made me, I feel like, play better versus, you know, you could play with teams from out of state and whatnot. You know, that's all fine and dandy, but I really felt like I grew a deep love for it because I got to play with my friends, you know, from being so young.
You know, Mookie, one of the biggest challenges we have in this generation is travel ball. And traveling around to be seen, playing in different tournaments or whatnot. One of the reasons Major League Baseball is so invested in breakthrough, RBI, all the different things is because of the pricing. Have you ever sat down with your mom and just said, man, thank you? And what was that like when you had those conversations with her?
That would have probably been my dad. My mom she was just chilling. She was chilling, sitting back and watching.
I should have said your parents.
Yeah. I definitely told them thank you. There's not enough words or anything I can really do to thank them, just for putting me in the right spaces. But it does cost a lot. It does cost a lot, and with Players Alliance and RBI, the RBI with MLB and whatnot, we feel like we do our part, but sometimes it just kind of is what it is, and you have to just sometimes it's just tough. And once you get seen and you get in the right circles, then there's help. There's definitely help out there, but the price is definitely a big thing.
So when it comes to baseball now, Mookie, as you move forward, you're playing shortstop. You're obviously one of the big-time players in the league. You're on the track to be in the Hall of Famer. When you look back at all the different things you're doing, what's the fundamental thing you try to do at the plate? When you go back to young Mookie to now, what would you share with kids today, the basic fundamental things you tried to do or maybe learned at an early age?
I remember my mom and dad always, when I was 7 or 8 years old, I remember the coaches saying, come in, just because I was small. I was smaller than everybody else, and I just had this natural ability to just be able to hit it over their head, and my mom would just say, hit it over their head, and my dad as well. So that's kind of it. I think it kind of boils down to just hit it as hard as possible. You can't really control where it goes. As I got older, you can't really control where it goes, but you can do your best to hit it hard, and when you do, good things happen.
I think getting a chance to face the young Mookie, I think I'm just watching him now, like being a fan, pitch selection. Like him being able to just identify the pitches that he can really barrel, smash, and have a chance to, do some damage on. I think he does a better job at that now in his later stages in his career.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of go hand in hand. If you're trying to hit it as hard as possible, you're probably going to be swinging at a pretty good pitch. If you're just up there just wanting to hit the ball, then I think that's kind of when you expand and maybe you swing at things that you don't really want to. But if you're really up there, just focus on just hitting it as hard as possible, I think you'll naturally start to swing at pitches that you can hit hard.
Well, one of the things we've been doing today, Mookie, is really engaging the young youth and with a little bit of a history lesson. So with these two, they're always talking trash about something. So I got a CC and Griffey home run that CC hit in Cincinnati. And when the ball bounces back to you and it's the guy's first homer, you're supposed to give it to him? Well, Junior threw it in the stands. Here's a look at it, okay?
Now, on my defense, look at this swing. Does that look like does that look like that's his first home run?
No, it doesn't.
So the ball bounces back to Griffey.
Look
at Junior going to reach down and threw it in the stands, Mook.
But look at that jog and everything.
I was so hyped right there.
Well, you weren't hyped at all, bro.
He gave it a double high five.
You know how much trash I used to talk about, like hitting? Like I used to be on the bench, like let me DH, let me hit when I'm pitching. So to get a chance to actually like do that was fun.
All right, so Mook, you're kind of catching the tail end of the story. I'll let Junior explain to you his defense as to why he threw the ball back.
Mookie, did you see that swing? Does that look like a pitcher swing?
It doesn't look like a pitcher swing.
We talk about back then. Back then. Now we talk not now.
No.
That thing right there. I mean, he is Ohtani before Ohtani.
Nah, that's not true.
That's your defense? That's it? Just because looking at a swing?
He concluded that would not be his only home run. That was his
I thought that with that swing that wasn't his first home run. On my defense, that swing does not, he produced. And then he hit one at Dodger Stadium, and it went further than that. And then he pimped that one.
Oh, yeah, I got that one.
See, were you when you were hitting and pitching? Because I get to see Shohei all the time, and I see like his mindset and how it's different when he is pitching and when he's just hitting, or when he's doing both. Like, was when you knew you were hitting? How did you go about that?
Like, it didn't. So when I was pitching in interleague, all I cared about was hitting. I didn't care about pitching at all. So if I got a hit in the game and gave up 6 runs, I'm good. Like, I'm here to hit, bro. This is my one day I get to take BP for like these 2 weeks, and I'm here to get a hit. That's all I'm here to do. If I happen to go 6, 7 innings, that's great. I mean, I want to pitch good because I want to get a couple more at bats, but I didn't really care about that. I mean, on the mound had no. I didn't care at all. Like, get 1 knock and I'm good to go. Like, I'm good.
What I'm hearing, Mookie, is that his pine tar and rosin bag was in his locker in February during spring training, getting his bats ready for interleague play.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, Mookie, you got a flavor of what we were talking about today. I'm gonna let you go because I know you got a game to get ready for. Tell us a little bit about having Tori's story with your daughter. Tell us about that, and we're gonna let you go.
Oh yeah, being out here, you get some opportunities to kind of come across the table, and I was like, you know what, this would be super dope to do with my little girl. My son's not old enough just yet to really to do that, so hopefully one day I can do something with him. But my daughter was like right in this sweet spot. She loves Toy Story, and so I think she really enjoyed it. And I think she may have been a little camera shy because I seen that girl. She gets me and my wife's phone, and she creates all these videos and does these how-tos and all this other stuff. So to see her, it kind of frees up a little bit. I think they let me know that she loved it, and she was a little nervous, and so hopefully I can put her in some more situations where she can really show her personality. But I think just doing that for those couple hours, it didn't feel like work. It felt like fun because I was with her.
Well, it's this summer. It's toys versus tech in Disney and Pixar. Toy Story 5. The battle is on, only in theaters June 19th, and then we'll be checking that out moving forward. So, Mook, as your mom told you, hit it over the heads, Mook.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Mook.
Thanks, Mook.
Thanks, Mook.
All right, we got one more piece of video we need to show you all before we get out of here. We're closing up on the 6 o'clock hour. Check this out. This is CC versus Junior. Oh, he really did hit you.
That wasn't the first.
That wasn't the first time.
I don't even remember that at all.
I do.
I don't remember that at all. And I don't even think that was a fastball. It looked like a little breaking ball.
He hit you.
And he got hit in the belt.
He looking at me, get ready to start crying.
I do not remember that at all.
I do.
I don't remember that one.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
my bad, bro. My bad, man. I'm just,
Man, can you stand in there and let me get my revenge? That's all I asked for.
Throw at it right now. Hey, we got to wrap. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do have one thing to say.
Okay.
When we talk about the youth development stuff, I think what we're missing is coaches at a young age wanting to develop these kids and get them the confidence. Too many coaches worry about winning and losing when these kids are 6 and 7. They want a trophy, and it's not about getting a trophy at 6 and 7. It's about developing these kids to move on and move forward. And I think we've lost that, where everything is, I need a trophy so I can hang in my house. Because 20 years from now, they ain't coming for a reunion that they won a T-ball championship. Yeah. It's time that we develop these kids and get them ready for the real world.
And that's what helps them fall in love with the game.
Hunter said that. That was perfect. Like, fall in love with the game, and you have to love it to be able to play as long as we did.
Well, I love you guys, man. I love hanging out with y'all. Appreciate you, C.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Junior. And that is it. Play ball live from right here at Jackie Robinson Complex. It's been a great time. I hope you guys learned something. We had tremendous guests, some demos, all of it touching it all over the place. It's been great, guys. So thank you. And we look forward to a great rest of the summer from here at Jackie Robinson Training Complex in Vero Beach, Florida. Enjoy. Have a great night.